So, hey everyone, how you doing? I'm Neil, I'm the Communications Director from Student Alliance. Unfortunately, some of our e-board members are sick today, so I'll be the one taking over the meeting. If you do the next slide, please. All right, so we're going to do our introductions, and our organization will go around the circle this way. So, can you start us off, please?
Daniel, I'm the Vice President of the Anime Club.
I'm Laura. I'm a part of the university. We're a little bit still in the registration process.
Okay.
I'm June. The president for Film Club wasn't able to make it, so I'm standing in for him.
My name is Talia, and I'm the assistant director in Student Life, and I help all you lovely people with getting re-registered, room reservations currently. I advise almost your advisors, so I'm the point of contact, so a lot of your advisors get emails from me. I'm just trying to keep everybody in the loop. And I'm happy to be here. And this is Elise. And this is Elise's aunt.
Okay, you can take your time. It's all good.
So I'm Ashley. I am a part of, do I say all the organizations or just the one I'm
Just the one you represent.
Oh, CAP.
You're representing CAP, okay.
I'm Billy. I'm Vice President of Hispanic Student Organization, or HSO.
I'm Terrence. I'm the vice president of the Black Student Union.
Random. I'm with him.
You said Amanda?
Anna.
Anna? Okay. Read the next slide, please.
I'm gonna say my name.
So this is the extra allocation part. Aliyah?
Yes. I didn't know it was that fast up here.
Yeah, that's what I had.
So the extra allocation application, I'm here. Awesome. I'm here to further explain it to you a little bit. So the extra allocation request form is something that you all have access to as a registered student organization. So when you all are done getting re-registered, some of you have been approved already, some of you are a little bit in limbo, and some of you just haven't. So the deadline for that is September 28th. It's a Friday by 5 p.m., so make sure you do that if you haven't already. But all student organizations, once they are registered, they can fill out this form and actually request funds from Student Alliance. So the extra allocation requests are always submitted via Radar Connect, and then Student Alliance will go through them, and they will actually present them at their e-board meetings, which happen every. How often did it happen?
Every other week.
Every other week.
Yeah.
So they will go through the extra allocation requests, and they will actually invite the student organization to come and talk about their request. So anything under $1,000, the board itself can approve it. Everything over $1,000 will then in turn come here to the town hall or collaborative meetings to be voted upon. So now I'm going to walk you a little bit through the form itself. If you didn't hear, the conference did get kind of condensed from what it was originally going to be. So tomorrow, we're just going to have a financial workshop and a travel workshop given by Chris Remley, who was the previous office coordinator. But he's also probably going to go a little bit into this. So you might hear some information today and then also tomorrow. So if you have any questions either today or tomorrow, please feel free to ask Chris or I. But can you scroll down? Thank you. So most of this information is going to be contact information. Who is going to be the best person to ask questions in regards to your request itself, the main point of contact. Can you keep going? Yep, so usually it is a position member or an organization member who will fill it out. I don't think it's going to make you continue to go if it's not filled in, actually.
So XXXX.
So the form itself will always, do you guys have a deadline for extra allocation requests?
1 week before you present it. You said it last meeting.
Friday before, yeah.
Okay.
Like 5
correct? Like,
Yes.
so like, how much is that rental? Do you know?
I don't want to give the wrong number out, but yeah, it's a decent amount. Yeah.
So with the extra allocation form, I think it's something that there's some myths tied to it that I've even heard from like the student organization that I advise. A lot of people think that you can only fill it out once, but that's not true. You can fill it multiple times within a semester and then also a year. Let me see. So it is for an event, a program, or an initiative. So it doesn't necessarily have to be for travel only. If you all want to have an event that you want to put together and you need some extra funds, if there's a community service project that you want some help with and you need some funds, that's also what this form can be for. So it gives you questions about the event itself. Student Alliance, and similar to kind of like the campground, we want to make sure that you are presenting information that's kind of already like pre-planned, kind of already, I've already started to do this. It just shows initiative and it shows that you've already put some work and some thought into it before you're automatically given, not automatically, but you're given funds. Let's see, we do want to make sure that this event is open to the entire student body, so marketing it that way is going to be very, very important. Just some overall information of how to record and actually evaluate your event. Some people, when they go into conferences, they come back and they give a presentation. That's acceptable, but Student Alliance, and I think a lot of the student organizations would appreciate how you would put in place your funds and how, what are you going to put in practice, what you learned at a conference, what did you take away from your event, what did your membership take away from the event, what did other students, how did it impact them and the greater of GRCC. Let's see. It's going to ask how it's relatable to student experience and why it is important. And then the funding request amount. So what happens a lot is that we ask for a breakdown of what you think your budget is going to be and what's it going to consist of. So these numbers, while they don't need to be like hard numbers, we would like a really close estimate to see what it is that you have in mind. I think Student Alliance, and I advise CAP, so like we understand that some numbers may fluctuate, especially if registration, you were accounting for the early bird, but you didn't get the early bird, you got the later registration for some conferences, you're gonna have to pay more money. But even having that like in the body of your allocation request is also important and also helpful. Having the amount, but then the detailed, usually people submit like an Excel document, correct? And then some people even include like a PowerPoint. Do you still recommend that?
I mean, you can still do a PowerPoint, that'd be a visual aid.
And then when it gets voted upon the group, those PowerPoints are very helpful. I think a lot of students appreciate kind of like that visual like breakdown, or some students opt to bring in like an actual like form or piece of paper or graft of what everything, like travel, supplies, space request, dollars as well. Let me see if you have a contingency plan. So just being very aware of the planning of your event. The more detail that you can supply, the better. Is there anything else? That's it.
I think you gotta do everything, yeah.
Does anybody have any questions? Yes.
So say we wanted to do a situation where we had to rent a room out and we wanted to do a study session for students. Would we, and we wanted to get like tutors or something for specific classes, will we go through them or through you to request a tutor of some kind?
Tutors? So I personally wouldn't get tutors. Are you saying like you would want to hire students?
Yeah, just some students want to work on this certain math type and we hold a group study session. We just get a specific tutor for this type.
Yeah.
Will we go through you or just request it from the math lab type?
So what you're requesting for this specific event would only be, for this request would only be funds. So Student Alliance would help you to kind of figure out how it would be, possible to get a tutor, and if you requested that amount, okay, so it costs $10 an hour for a tutor. So we want this many times out of this semester, you would request that breakdown from Student Alliance, and then the math department we would probably figure out a way to kind of arrange that. So the requests never come through me. They go to Student Alliance, but I kind of support in any way that I can to make sure that everything is feasible, especially with no office coordinator currently. I'd be willing to help and step in with extra allocation requests and stuff. Has anybody thought about maybe proposing extra allocation for any reason? Yeah? Here to share?
We're in the midst of planning our ASIN trip
Okay.
for next semester.
Nice.
And we're running into some interesting problems that we're going to be working through, and probably asking doing it maybe an allocation this semester and the main one next semester. And maybe just all.
Okay, nice.
We'll see how it all works out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I have an idea for like an off-campus event, and so I'm not sure if an extra allocation can go towards an off-campus. I would like to get people together and at like a local, what is it called? Like Apple House, and do like African pumpkin carving and all that jazz. Just kind of like have like it's like a fall hangout, because I think a lot of times if you don't get to have those experiences of like allocating or whatever.
I mean, that's something I we can most definitely request an extra allocation for that.
I don't think CAB's grant allows for that, but I don't know, because
I mean, as long as it's like for like their student group, as long as like there's some like educational value inside of it, then most definitely, yeah. But I mean, also like,
It could probably be intentional towards something like that.
yeah,
But
I'm gonna work it out like later on.
sorry, I'm just so used to the CAB brain that it's hard to get into the Student Alliance brain and like what you allow and stuff. So I
Yeah, so
apologize, but I don't know 100%
yeah.
about what they allow for.
It's an event to help students socialize and before to do the world and learning skills.
in the area around the country.
In Apple-Picking and pumpkin carving.
Oh, that sounds fun.
We can most definitely discuss that.
It's one of the questions on.
Okay, so the next thing is Go CGR. And what Go CGR essentially is that if you have if you bring your credit cards to one of these 5 places, John Ball Zoo, perhaps Public Museum, Gerard Ford Presidential Library, perhaps Children's Museum, perhaps Art Museum, you'll get in there for free. And so you can get a pass from the Student Life front desk, but I don't really think you need a pass just because I went to the John Ball Zoo like last week and I got it for free by showing my credit card.
Oh, for
Some
real?
places you can go.
Some places you need both.
The
and-
Children's Museum, you do need it.
You said where?
The Children's Museum.
The zoo, no. Yeah, the zoo's a no.
I don't know. I only was at John Ball Zoo. But just to play it safe, if you want to get a pass, you get a pass from the Student Life office front desk. I believe it's about $3, isn't it?
No, it's
No, it's free.
Free? Okay, cool. So then good.
Let's just sign it.
Oh,
I mean, I can sell it for $3. But I don't know.
No, you can't. It has the name on the card, and you have to show that you're taking classes.
It was a joke. I was joking.
Okay.
Okay. Next slide, please.
Okay, so you're like,
I know this program.
y'all are about to get started.
Intermission, 10 minutes. Grab some food, make a friend, use the bathroom, all that good stuff.
I will say, give a plug, because Campus Activities Board also does a CAP grant, which is a little bit different than the extra allocation. They only do grants for event-based, and it does have to be on campus, so that's why I was a little confused with the stipulation about it. It does have to be on campus, it does have to be open to all people, to all campus students, and it does have to be free. So, and that's just some of the guidelines that CAP goes through. But they support helping with marketing, they support and give advice on planning and how to rent and reserve rooms, and kind of just ideas through their experiences. So yeah, if anybody needs any information application, the CAB grant form is actually on Reader Connect as well. So if you, the requirements are on there if you want to read through them and kind of see if it fits you and what you're looking for. But it says on there CAB grant.
I'm saying like what's it for,
Like for event phase, if you guys need
They
more
give
extra, like, allocation for those.
they give extra money, but also help you up to $3,000 for an event.
Yeah.
All right, grab a pen or wait.
Grab a friend.